according to this, I am live. Let's find out how live I am. I'm not sure what the screen delay is. And I am live again. Okay. Why wouldn't I use my There we go. Sorry about that, folks. He doesn't have a weapon to overheat. He wouldn't be hacking. Let's see if this does anything to him. Ah, great. Liara, could you not stand
You're good to go.
in the open? Here we go with Jumpy McGee again.
Good to go.
Why is Rex blocked every time I go in there? Welcome back, Groucho and Doug. Sorry about the reboot on the stream. I couldn't get OBS to recognize the game restart. Okay, you need to use your barrier.
Powering up. Now it gets fun.
Countermeasure deployed.
Come on, you little jumping bastard.
Warm up.
Great, he's got my gun overheated again. Hey, if he's gonna get stuck, I'm happy with it.
Bring it on.
Stay still. I was gonna say, isn't his health bar kind of empty? Yeah, Rex has been saying an awful lot, but he's been running straight at that rock the entire time.
Its shields are down. Now's our chance.
Hit it with everything we got.
It would be helpful if we knew what everything we had
Guard on my
was.
flanks. We're going in.
Hey, die. Maybe blowing up the giant space alien robot directly above Commander Shepard wasn't the smartest idea. You could have let him fall a few feet.
Captain Anderson, we found them. They're in here.
Take it easy. It's over. You're safe now.
Where's
the commander?
Was Captain Anderson just chuckling when he said take it easy? You can't hold down a commander. And the convenient grin.
Ambassador, Captain, Commander Shepard, we have gathered here to recognize the enormous contributions of the Alliance forces in the war against Sovereign and the Geth.
Many humans lost their lives in the battle to save the Citadel. Brave and courageous soldiers who willingly gave their lives so that we, the Council, might live.
There is no greater sacrifice, and we share your grief over the tragic loss of so many noble men and women.
The Council also owes you a great personal debt, Commander, one we can never repay. You saved not just our lives, but the lives of billions from Sovereign and the Reapers.
Commander Shepard, your heroic and selfless actions serve as a symbol of everything humanity and the Alliance stand for.
And though we cannot bring back those valiant soldiers who gave their lives to save ours, we can honor their memories through our actions.
Humanity has shown it is ready to stand as a defender and protector of the galaxy. You have proved you are worthy to join our ranks and serve beside us on the Citadel Council.
Counselor, on behalf of humanity and the Alliance, we thank you for this prestigious honor and humbly accept.
We will need a list of potential candidates to fill humanity's seat on the Council.
Given all that has happened, I am sure your recommendation will carry a great deal of weight, Commander. Do you support any particular candidate?
Well, let's see. If I support Ambassador Udina, I have to support a jackass who would rather pad his political career than worry about anything that's an actual threat, like, oh, say, a giant Reaper robot. And if I select Captain Anderson, I condemn him to a life of paperwork, which is probably the worst thing you could do to a military man.
We need someone with the courage to stand up for what he believes in. Someone like Captain Anderson.
Him? You must be joking. Anderson prefers to let his fists do the talking.
Only with you, Ambassador. Only with you.
Are you sure about this, Commander? The captain's a soldier, not a politician.
We've already got too many politicians on the Citadel. The captain would be perfect for this job.
I think it's an inspired choice. The Council would welcome him with open arms, should he accept.
I'm honored, Counselor. As humanity's representative, I'll do everything in my power to help the Council rebuild.
Sovereign's defeat marks the beginning of a new era for both humanity and the Council.
Sovereign was only a vanguard. The Reaper fleet is still coming. Hundreds of ships, maybe thousands. And I'm gonna find some way to stop them.
Shepard's right. Humanity is ready to do its part. United with the rest of the Council, we have the strength to overcome any challenge. When the Reapers come,
Boy,
we
now
must
that's some
stand
bravado.
side by side. We must fight against them as one. And together, we will drive them back into dark space.
And there we have a nice good piece of concept art with the character superimposed. And the Normandy sails off to find the way to stop the Reapers. I'm not going to make you sit through the credits, because we all know that sitting through the credits is just a waste of time at this point. Because there's 2 more chapters to this game. Please tell me we won't lose the stream on this one. I'm watching it carefully. Come on. Watching. Watching. Okay, my delay should be about 15 seconds, so let's see what the software is picking up. It's still showing nothing on the screen. But I'm giving it a second, because OBS is actually supposed to be able to catch this. Let's, okay, where are you at? Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, it is not liking my game. Okay, let us see if we can capture the game now. It knows it's there. It's struggling for it right now. Let's see if this helps. Judah! I'm waiting for the delay to tell me if it's actually seeing my game, and OBS is once again... Oh, it didn't let me down. Thank you, OBS. Oh, being they're the same Commander Shepard, let's import that their character. Okay, we are not auto level upping. We are staying on normal because I suck. Squad power usage is staying on. Autosave is staying on. And thus starts Mass Effect 2.
Shepard did everything right. More than we could have hoped for.
Commander Shepard uncovered the truth.
And still, it's not enough.
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack.
But they're sending him to fight Geth. Geth. We both know they're not the real threat. The Reapers are still out there.
And it's up to us to stop them.
I don't understand why they removed the glow from the
They'll never
cigarette.
accept our help, even after everything humanity has accomplished. But Shepard, they'll follow him. He's a hero, a bloody icon. But he's just one man. If we lose Shepard, humanity might well follow.
Then see to it that we don't lose him.
Well, thank you, Martin Sheen. I don't want to get lost either. I hope y'all read that, because I was busy peeking at chat and didn't see it come up.
Disengaging FTL drives. Emission sinks active. Board is green. We are running silent.
We're wasting our time. 4 days searching up and down this sector, and we haven't found any sign of Geth activity.
3 ships went missing here in the past month. Something happened to them.
My money's on slavers. The Terminus system is crawling with them.
Picking up something on the long-range scanner. Unidentified vessel. Looks like a cruiser.
Doesn't match any known signatures.
Cruiser is changing course. Now on intercept trajectory.
Can't be. Stealth systems are engaged. There's no way a Geth ship could possibly...
It's not the Geth. Brace for evasive maneuvers!
Presley!
Kinetic barriers down. Multiple hull breaches. Weapons offline. Somebody get that fire out.
Which fire are you talking about, Joker? Good night.
Shepard!
Distress beacon is ready for launch.
Will the Alliance get here in time?
Hey, Patrick. Sure thing, I appreciate you coming out.
The Alliance won't abandon us. We just need to hold on. Get everyone onto the escape shuttle.
Joker's still in the cockpit. You won't evacuate. I'm not leaving either.
I need you to get the crew onto the evac shuttle. I'll take care of Joker.
Shepard.
Liara, go. Now.
Aye, aye.
Liara's armor looks better this time.
Everybody in! Go, go, go!
It's a good thing that that crewman died before the escape pod, because otherwise there wouldn't have been a seat for Liara. Time to...
Mayday! This is SSV Normandy! We've suffered heavy damage from an unknown enemy! Come on, baby, hold together. Hold together.
This isn't gonna buff out. Nice chairs. I need one for my computer room.
Come on, Joker. We have to get out of here.
No, I won't abandon the Normandy! I can still save her!
The Normandy's lost. Going down with the ship won't change that.
Yeah, okay. Help me up. They're coming around for another attack! Watch the arm!
There's an awful lot of fuchsia in my armor when they're cutting the ship apart. Yeah, that's not good. And that's even less good. That's more than a coat of paint. That's got to be at least a week in the body shop. Yes, let's review the story.
Just another routine mission. Why do they always say that before a mission? Of course it's routine. You haven't done anything yet. It's everything that happens along the way. The choices you make, the paths you choose, that turn the routine into anything but. Of course, that's how it started. A routine mission. Answering a distress call. And look where that got me. We were testing out the Normandy, Captain Anderson's new ship, when the distress call came in. An Alliance patrol on Eden Prime had been attacked. They'd seen something they couldn't explain. And whatever it was It was massive. I hit the ground with my lieutenant, Caden Olenko. A good kid, loyal, by the book, with a talent for biotics. We came across the lone survivor of the patrol, Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams. A soldier to the core. Tough, disciplined, ready to take on whatever came her way. Ashley joined up with us and took us to the spot where she lost her squad. That's when we saw it. The ship. Like nothing I'd ever seen. It was massive, scorching the colony and everything around it as it blasted away. We followed the path of destruction to an artifact. A beacon left.
I honestly don't know the answer to that.
The colony had dug it up, and whoever attacked them had tried to take it. Chief Williams made the mistake of getting too close. It hit her with some type of energy. I grabbed her and threw her out of the way. That's when it hit me. Hard. Every muscle in my body went rigid. I couldn't move. Could barely breathe.
Yeah, I have never
Everything
seen
went
it
black.
do that before.
And then I saw something. A vision. Dream.
It could be because I forced it to accept the
By the time I woke up, we were halfway to the Citadel on our
new
way to
game.
the council. I was expected to explain what I'd seen. Anderson came along. So did Adina, our political representative on the Citadel. With those two heavyweights, it seemed reasonable we could persuade the council that the ship we'd seen was a potential threat. As was the individual behind the attacks.
I wouldn't call
The main suspect for the
Udina a
Eden
heavyweight.
massacre was a Turian Spectre named Saren. He'd been seen by one of the survivors from the colony at Eden Prime, and there was some evidence to suggest that the ship was connected to Saren. But even Adina's pointed accusations weren't enough to convince the council. They just couldn't believe one of their chosen elite Spectres could be guilty of something like that. They needed proof, which meant I needed proof. Fortunately, I wasn't alone in my search. Garrus, another Turian, wanted to help. A top agent for Citadel Security. Despite orders from his superiors
I
that he
see
shouldn't
that,
get involved,
Die.
he told
I
me he was suspicious of Saren,
don't
and he had some
know
useful
how to
leads.
fix it without restarting the stream
He was
again.
willing to share them. That led me to Rex, the biggest, nastiest looking Krogan bounty hunter I'd ever
If
seen.
this is gonna
He turned out to be
continue,
more than just a brute.
I may
It was his
need to
intel
do
that led
so.
to a fugitive with incriminating evidence on Saren. The fugitive turned out to be an energetic little Quarian named Tally. A tech expert with a knack for hacking, she'd procured some information.
Yeah,
on
you're
Saren.
losing
Evidence that proved Saren was dirty.
quite a bit
Tally's
of the
evidence
side.
proved that Saren was responsible for the massacre on Eden Prime, and that the immense warship we'd spotted was in fact Saren's flagship. But it went much further. Saren was trying to find a way to bring back a race of sentient machines from dark space. Machines
Which
allegedly
is
responsible
weird
for cleansing the
because
galaxy
it
of all
is-
organic life. These Reapers were blamed for
It
wiping out
is
all life
full
50,000 years
screen.
ago, including
You're
the
just
Krogan,
not
then
seeing
disappearing back through the mass relays to dark space,
the right
leaving no trace they'd ever
panel.
been. That explained why Saren was after the beacon, and it made some sense out of my visions. But not much else. We couldn't convince the council that the Reapers were a threat, but they agreed Saren had to be stopped. They stripped him of his Spectre status and gave me the honor of becoming the first human Spectre. My first task? Bring down Saren. Anderson decided to stay behind, giving up his ship, the Normandy. He told me I would need it more than he would. He also pointed me in a direction. Liara, a Prothean expert, adept in biotics, and maybe most importantly, daughter of Benezia, Saren's top lieutenant. And like most Asari, as beautiful as she is intelligent, and born with a unique ability to meld with other species. Liara was able to help me decipher some of the vision the beacon had given me. Nothing concrete, but it gave me some clues. And a new appreciation for the Asari. Her technique for
Yeah,
accessing my vision was unexpected.
it's absolutely bizarre to
not at
me.
all
I'm
unpleasant.
seeing a small
Ashley was a little
sliver of
concerned
black
about the
on the left
connection I shared
side,
with Liara.
but the right
As
s-
commander,
it's
I knew either relationship had the potential to interfere
it's
with the
like
mission.
the full screen on
I
the
told Liara about how I
stream
felt. Apparently she felt
is
it too. But we agreed
at
we
a
wouldn't let it
different
get in the way of our
resolution
mission.
than the full
Finding Saren.
screen on
Thanks
the
to Liara's help, we had our next-
computer. Let me see.
Rachni. He ordered Benezia to use the same technique Liara had used on me to extract information from the Rachni Queen. The Queen's drones were everywhere, and they weren't happy. We had
Yeah,
to fight
it
through
is
hundreds of
not.
them to get to Venezia. By the time we arrived, Saren was gone. With the
It
information.
is not very pleased with me right now. Yeah.
I couldn't do it.
It is
I wouldn't
not
doom an
letting me
entire species
alter
of
the
past sins.
resolution
And the Queen was true to
on
her
the
word.
stream.
She left and took her army of drones with her. With Saren's top lieutenant dead, he was quickly running out of time and places to hide. I tracked him down at his base on Vermeer, but we soon learned it was more than a base of operations. It was a breeding ground.
Yeah, Judah J.B. Well
Saren
to
was
fix
breeding
almost
an army of
anything.
Krogan. He'd found a cure for the genophage, a disease inflicted on the Krogan to prevent them from breeding and taking over the galaxy. But the Krogan Saren was breeding were slaves, mindless beasts that obeyed Saren's will. I had to destroy the base, and all its research. Rex disagreed. Violently. Rex wanted the genophage cure for his people. I tried to convince him to help me destroy it, that these Krogan weren't real. But he wouldn't back down. Fortunately, Rex is smarter than he looks. He realized this wasn't the way to help his people, and that Saren was the real threat. When we finally got to the center of the base, I realized just how close Saren was to completing his plan. He was already in communication with the Reapers. Sovereign, Saren's flagship we'd all assumed was just a ship. What I couldn't understand was why Saren would help it. But there was no time to think about it. Sovereign
Alright,
knew
let
where
me
we
see
were.
if this helps
We
any.
had to destroy the base and get the hell out. I split up my team in 2 squads, sending Ash with one and Caden with the other as a distraction. We had a nuke, and we planned to use it. Before we could detonate the bomb,
Well,
Saren
now I
showed
don't
up.
know.
We fought.
Did I
stalled
get
him
it
to make
back
time for my
to...
team. And in talking to him, I realized the truth. It wasn't
Or did I
Saren
get
who was
it worse?
indoctrinating everyone. It was Sovereign. The Reaper. And Saren was in deeper
Let's...
than all of them.
Alright, it's worse.
He tried to convince me he was still in control. Said he found a way to reduce the Reaper's influence, but he was kidding himself. Or believing the lies Sovereign was telling him. Before I could convince him to stop.
We kind of have to listen to the
leaving me just seconds
narration,
to extract my squad mates. I tried.
but I can see
But I
where
wasn't
the
fast enough.
the stream,
I could only save one of them.
the OBS has
Caden was a
shifted
good
everything to the right,
and a great soldier.
even more than it did the
But I
first
had to
time
choose.
on my screen.
And I chose Ash. That was the last time Saren would slip away from me. I knew then, the next time we met, one of us would die.
So when this
With
is
my team
done
mostly
reading
intact,
the
we chased Saren
narration,
and his army to Ilos, a long-lost planet that had once belonged to the Protheans.
I'm
As we
gonna
prepared for what we knew would be a
escape
desperate
out
fight, I spoke to my crew.
and
We were just one ship.
do one more
against
reboot on
Saren's
this
growing
stream.
army. I assured them all that despite the odds, we could defeat him.
Unless
Liara saw
things...
through my words.
Nope. It's
She knew I
still,
was hurting after Caden's death.
it still won't
She
center.
could sense my doubts. We both knew this mission could be our last. Until that moment, we put our feelings aside
They
for the
came
sake
up
of
with
that
this
mission.
webcomic
But
thing
why wait?
for people
We gave
who
in to
didn't
each other.
have an
It
import
was perfect. While it
to
lasted.
bring a character
arrived
from
on
1 to
Ilos close
2,
behind Sarah.
so you could choose what had
Once on the planet, we
happened
discovered a Prothean
in
database
1,
that
even
helped
if
me
you
put the
hadn't
final
played.
pieces of my vision together.
And
The
this
Reapers
just
had come
gives
50,000
a
years
synopsis of
Every
what my
50,000
character
years
actually
before that.
chose.
Each
Normally,
time purging the
each of
galaxy
these
of life.
steps would ask me what I
Protheans had
did.
fought and died, like every species before them. But a few survived long enough to leave.
But
a
because I
mark.
had an import file, it had
The
a
Protheans had
file to
discovered
work
that the
from.
Citadel was the key to controlling the mass relays. By sabotaging the Citadel, they found a way to close the relays to dark space, slowing the Reaper's return, giving us the time we needed to find a solution to stop the Reapers once and for all. Saren knew this. He was leading his army to take control of the Citadel and re-establish the relays to dark space. bringing the waiting Reapers here to destroy us all. We followed him to the Citadel. It was intact, but heavily damaged. He had caught the Council fleets by surprise, and they were only now regrouping. And with Sovereign as his flagship, there was little hope the fleets could counterattack with enough strength to take back the Citadel. But Saren was done running, and I was done chasing him. As the Alliance and Citadel fleets battled Saren's army outside, I cornered the Turian bastard in the Citadel tower and confronted him. He died believing that the Reapers would save him. As I fought to regain control of the Citadel, the Council's flagship, the Destiny Ascension, fell under attack. Despite Saren's death, Sovereign and Saren's army continued to fight. The Council was aboard the Destiny Ascension, and they were requesting assistance. But I knew in order to help them, I would have to put our human Alliance fleet in jeopardy. The Council had to be saved. They represented the hearts and minds of the galactic community. Without them, the fleets would be in disarray. Even with the Citadel back in my control, Saren defeated, and the Normandy leading the combined galactic fleet, the battle against Sovereign, a single Reaper, was relentless. It took the combined fleets of humanity and the other races, but in the end, Sovereign fell. But the costs were immense. While humanity's efforts in the war earned us our first seat on the Council, it was a hollow victory. The Reapers were still out there. I knew the fight was far from over, but as the one who'd led the fight against Saren, I was given new responsibilities. The choice of humanity's first counselor was left for me to decide. On the one hand, Udina, the lifetime politician. Ruthless and ambitious, he would easily navigate the political landmines that would soon be put in front of him. The other choice, Captain Anderson, the career soldier. Tough but fair, but a friend, and someone I could trust. Both great leaders in their own right. Anderson didn't want the job, which was a sure sign he'd be perfect for it. No ambition to get in the way. The war was over. The threat had passed. In time, the Council would rebuild itself. The Citadel could be repaired. Even the pain of lost friends would fade. But none of that mattered if the Reapers were still out there. And if they were all as powerful as Sovereign, we had to find a way to stop them. I had to find a way. I gathered my crew, took my ship, and went in search of answers. Officially, the Council would only say I was assigned to cleanup duty, rooting out any remnants of Saren's army. Just another routine mission.
And now the video of the actual process.
The Lazarus Project will proceed as planned.
Okay, now it's actually looking like you might have the full screen again. Let me wait for it to catch up for a second. Nope, you don't have the full screen, so I'm gonna have to restart it anyway. So, let's accept that. I'm going to trade off to Infiltrator instead of Engineer this time, because Engineer is good. Actually, I know a little about this game, and I know I can add a weapon onto my weapon training later in the game. So maybe I should stay engineer. That way I get to keep the overload and hacking, and it gives me that combat drone.
Reacting to outside stimuli.
I don't know why.
My God, Miranda, I think he's waking up.
OBS did that.
Damn it, Wilson. He's not ready yet. Give him the sedative. Shepard, don't try to move. Just lie still. Try to stay calm.
Heart rate's still climbing. Brain activity is off the charts.
Because now on my screen,
it's not
the black bar on the left is gone. But the right side of the screen is still missing.
Too close. You almost lost him.
I told you your estimates were off. Run the numbers again.
Wake up, Commander. Shepard, do you hear me? Get out of that bed now. This facility is under attack. Shepard, your scars aren't healed, but I need you to get moving. This facility is under attack. There's a pistol in the locker on the other side of the room. Hurry! Grab the pistol and armor from the locker.
Okay, let me see what the screen looks like to you.
You don't have time to wait around, Shepard. Grab your weapon and armor.
Alright. Save this right here. We exit out. Now let me see if I'm gonna try to resume back in and see if it brings me into the correct screen resolution. If not, I'm gonna have to restart OBS. Oh, thanks for coming out, Jude. I wish the YouTube delay was just a little bit shorter, but I understand why it isn't. No, it's still off-center. I am going to have to restart OBS. I apologize, but we do have about an hour left. So if you can give me the extra minute it's going to take to restart the stream,